First of all, just would like to say a big thank you for giving me an opportunity to gather your valuable feedback. My name is Qian, and I would like to build a platform for pet parents that you can receive personalized, flexible, and rewarding perks and insurance so your pets can always stay healthy, happy, and protected. First of all, can I have a show hand if you have a pet at home, please? So thank you very much. So we've got quite a few pet parents here tonight, actually. Can anyone have a good guess how much we are spending on our pet average, let's say a beagle, a medium-sized dog, during its entire lifetime?
About 60 grand.
Oh, that's a lot. So
during its lifetime.
A lifetime.
You should see how much my wife spends on
So here are the figures that we are looking at.
I'm going to take a picture to give it to my wife.
So the next question, you may be wondering where we are actually spending the money on. I would like to introduce Coco. I adopted Coco when she was 2 years old, and now she's 9. So initially I was self-insured by putting away £50 for her initially, because she had a pre-existing condition that no insurer would cover anyway. But then when she was getting older, I decided to buy her policy. So when I was doing her annual pet bill review, I actually realized I'm spending nearly 40% of the money on her insurance. So I was wondering whether there is any way that we could reduce the annual bill. So insurance as a start. I have been working in the private health insurance for human. So when I was looking into the pet insurance, I have been speaking to other pet owners in the neighborhood, and here are the main problems. The 3 top problems: number 1, price. Either it's just too expensive, they couldn't simply afford it, or the premiums are actually getting more and more expensive year by year. And then the second one is lack of value. They're paying a monthly premium of £100, but if their pets are perfectly healthy, they're actually spending over $2,000 every year for their pets. And the third one is the product, that they don't find the product that's suitable for them. It's not as flexible as they would like. But when I was looking into the pet insurance market a little bit deeper, I was actually very surprised to see that there are millions of pets here in the UK that are not insured, actually, especially cats. So why? We're looking at exactly the same reasons as we were speaking earlier. My business idea is whether I could build a platform to form a community for pet parents, that we could do all the hard work for them. If we could gather everything about their pets, what is their pet's favorite food, what are their medical conditions, then we can actually find the best policy for them. Even if they decided to self-insure, we can actually build a risk profile for their pets to suggest a certain amount of money that they should be putting away for their pets in case of any emergency. So the 3 things are always in my mind, is to make it very personalized. Now we have Fitbit for human, so we see a lot of pet tech wearable devices for pets, so that we can have the real-time data to understand how they are. Flexible, so for example, if you only take your pet for a trip to France once a year, why should you be paying for travel benefits for the entire year? And rewarding. So I really want to build a platform, a community that people find it rewarding for helping each other. So I was trying to do a survey. I joined a few Facebook groups to see whether people would be interested in joining a social pet insurance. At that time, I was very much focused on insurance itself. So 2 categories I particularly would like to point out is category A, people are generally happy with their current product and premium they're paying. Category C is people who are actually self-insured. And as you can see, that quite a lot of people, they actually prefer to join or switch to social pet insurance, where they can get some cash back maybe at the end of the year. and helping each other. Just a quick glance at the current big players. Allianz, the pet plan is no doubt the dominant player. And I was trying to focus on the collaborative that the pet parents can really help each other. So as an example, mainly two categories. Personalized product to try to understand everything about your pet, and also to allow people to speak to each other and help each other really. As an example, so I can send a warning. If I read the news, I can actually broadcast the news to, for example, all dog parents in my area in Surrey, so everybody can be informed and so this is about the product, a very quick glance that you can actually choose the access that you would like to pay, the co-insurance, whether you would like to be reimbursed 100% or 90%. And the green bits are all the modular benefits, exactly like what we have in health insurance for people, that you can actually choose what you would like to be covered for. And the yellow ones are the on-demand ones that you can turn it on and off as you need. So just an example that you can build a plan for your pet yourself that you fully understand, and then you can receive some rewards in the end. I just would like to point the council member bit. So, initially, I was thinking peer-to-peer insurance, but after the conversations I had, I think we have to accept that people may not find insurance an exciting enough topic for them to wanting to know how everything works. So I would like to form a council that people can actually change the rules themselves and discuss what is the best. Regarding to the social influence, I have been speaking to a few insurers, and the emphasis is no doubt how to drive better behavior. I think in pet community that people can actually influence each other by telling everyone to make sure that you have your annual vaccination down and annual health check to prevent. So the opportunity, believe it or not, we're actually spending 2.4 billion every month on dogs, cats, and rabbits only, so no horses in the UK. So I think there are a lot of things that we can make it better for pet parents. That regards to the revenue, like any appointed representative or MGAs, the insurance policy, I'm not sure whether you have heard of paternity. So we have got maternity, paternity, and now a lot of companies actually have paternity to give you some days off if you have a new pet or if your pet needs to go to see the vet. So I intend to speak to them to see whether they are interested in offering pet insurance as in addition to private health insurance for their employees. So I'm currently looking for a technical co-founder. If you know anyone who may be interested in this project, we would hope to build the prototype very soon, and then I can approach to the investors. Thank you very much, everyone.
Any questions for Qian?
Hi, sorry, Derek. Have you thought about horses? Because we've got a horse, and the insurance for horses is so expensive. Obviously, it's got different activities. And then the second question is, there's lots of other things, because I've looked at the whole pet sector, around other things that communities of people do with dogs, like walking and holidays and all that. And I've just come on back from a holiday in the Lake District, but we needed to find pubs and restaurants and bars that took dogs. So is that part of the plan? Or?
Yeah, exactly. So initially, I was indeed looking into insurance only, but then I received quite a few very helpful feedback from people to say, can you actually, when we get the community formed, can you actually do like a rating on shelters or providers or pet shops, etc. And also, I'm also thinking of allowing, like Airbnb, a little bit like, so allowing people to look after each other's pet if they're on holiday. So preferably that you would have met them in the park around, so you don't want to leave your pet with a stranger. So nowadays everybody's relying very heavily on pet sitters, but actually I think it can be a good idea if I know someone just leaving around the corner that we can actually greet and meet on a Sunday afternoon, and they can help out. Also, regarding to the horse, I am indeed looking at other. I've spoken to a chinchilla owner, and she said actually there is only one provider in the UK that she can get insurance for her chinchilla, and that company was acquired by Boba Manning a few years ago. So I'm thinking that there must be a way that we could work out. They can't be the only provider that you can get. So it's very similar to other exotic animals as well. Thank you.
Qian, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.